Okay, Patricia, could you tell us a bit about what inspired you to approach students and NSCAD to work together with you?
Well, I, for a number of years now, have been really excited about growing flax to make linen yarn, to make products from linen. And along with that, I just sort of started learning and wanted to make sure that we had opportunities in Nova Scotia to get things hand woven. And so I just started to realize, like, wow, we need to be connecting like yarn and weavers and our final products. Like, so when I need to go get a rug, I need to not think like, oh, I just need to get a rug. I need to think, oh, a rug gets made with yarn that gets woven by someone and finished by someone. And I wanted to be able to know who those people are. And so, yeah, I started connecting with you, Jenny, and others at NSCAD, and learned that there are people who are graduating with the credentials to be able to make products for us, and that it's not always easy for people who graduate as weavers or as makers to earn a decent living, and certainly for some it's really hard to do that in Nova Scotia. And so part of like the inspiration to be able to just do all of this was, wouldn't it be exciting if we could create meaningful work for all of us, growing and producing products that we all use in our homes and wear on our bodies every day. And so once I had a bunch of leftover yarn from 2018 when we made clothes here at TapRoot, there was just various different bits, and so we've started selling more yarn now, but we had all these like random cones of really beautiful linen yarn left. And so then I was cleaning them up one day and I thought, you know what, let's do a special project. And who better to do a special project with than a bunch of really talented, creative people who can see things that I can't even see. And so that's how it all happened. And yeah.
And could you speak about the importance for you of having linen that was grown at TapRoot in our local community on people's bodies or in people's homes?
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's so my linen journey started really like from my local food journey. So being a farmer and growing food and being really passionate that the food that we eat has a huge impact on our local economy. And then all of a sudden one day I realized, wait a minute, it could also be textiles, because I hadn't, even though I'm a farmer, I didn't make the connection between textiles and farming, because I've always been making the connection between carrots and farming. And so once that connection was made, then for me it's just like, wait a minute, whoa, like we have this whole entire like industry that can support all of us within our community through growing of fiber and then the creating of fiber. So for me, it's just now become like so important that within our region we're able to have the capacity to make things that we use. And our skin, this like organ on our body, is like the largest organ that we have, and it is what sort of everything like kind of comes and goes out of our skin. Like what we put up against our skin like goes into our body. And so when you think about that, like, wow, like we worry we worry, which is good. We are concerned about like what we eat, and we're concerned about what we do, like how we move our bodies, but to not be thinking about like what we put on our body is like one big missing piece in the conversation of health for not only our bodies but also for our community. So linen is something that we can grow really, really well here in Nova Scotia, and it is something that is really good for our skin. And I think it's part of what will help heal us and to heal our planet if we are able to start using linen and really having that be like at the forefront of our minds when we think about products that we're going to put up against our skin.